just got out of bed, watching The View, and I felt as though this needed to be done. It. Sarah Palin. My apologies to you, madam. I think I'm going to say this and then I'll get into why. I think that you quite possibly could handle the job of President of the United States if and only if you listen to some other views and change your opinions on some very hot button issues today, i.e. global warming, offshore drilling, energy, etc. I do not believe that you are a stupid woman. I believe that because Alaska is not a part of mainstream America, they are different people than who you'd see in California, New York, Miami, Texas. Okay? They're much different people. Just as if I was to go to Philadelphia from Philadelphia and went to Buffalo, New York, it's a completely different way of life for the simple fact of where you live. Okay, so she's not in tune with all the things that we are. So you got to give her a break on that one. If she was on Oprah, I wouldn't vote for you. Let me just clear that up. I wouldn't vote for you. I stay Democratic because I don't trust the Republican Party whatsoever. Except for Meghan McCain, she's my girl. You do amazing things. But I believe that you do have the capacity to be the President of the United States with a little more political experience. Leaving your governor's seat, I don't think was a very good, this could be a two-part video, was a very good idea. It shows that, well, then again, I'm not going to judge you on that. But at the same time, I won't say it wasn't a good idea. I don't think it was a good move if you do plan to run in the future. Because it shows that you left your job. And, I mean, I understand you did it for your family. Understandable. But at the same time, would you do that if you were president? I wouldn't think so. I don't think that would. I don't think so. But that's what America's thinking. So, you know what I mean. I would also like to point out she was on Oprah. She was on Oprah. And leave it to Oprah to change what you think about somebody. Leave it to Oprah. It shows that, one, it shows that Sarah Palin going rogue, her new book, Going Rogue, which is in stores today, I believe. I really would like to get it. It shows, and the title in itself speaks that she was not able to be Sarah Palin. She was the vice presidential nominee, meaning that she was controlled by the RNC and the GOP and that whole camp. Which is, I believe, I don't know, I kind of feel as though you sold out, Sarah. You say you're a real American, this, that, and the third. Well, real Americans just don't sell out to get on a ticket. Boo-boo. You have to stay true to who you are. But a few issues I'd like to discuss. One, when they made such a big deal about her clothes. You know, the RNC paid for this, and Sarah Palin didn't ask for that. She got up there and she said, you know what? Or they said, you know what? That's not working. Put her in this. Boom, boom, pow. And they rearranged her whole family. Like, that's craziness. That's like, how would you feel if someone got up there and said, great, no, wear this? Like, what do you mean? You picked me, so why can't I be me? You know? And people jumped on her right away. Like, Oh, she has people buying clothes for her. You have to remember, and this is why I don't trust the Republican Party. It's not Sarah Palin, it's the Republican Party because they do sneaky, underhanded shit. Very sneaky, underhanded shit. And if you're a Republican, I want you to, I want you to know what you're believing in and what you're fighting for to stay Republican as of right now. If the Republican Party can have some kind of what's the word I'm looking for? Revampment. That'd be great. But as of right now, the Republican Party is very sneaky, very underhanded, very immature, very childish, and it's ridiculous. Okay, because basically what they came in and said, basically they're trying to fool with our minds. You understand? They know it's like they turned, which it is. I mean, it's an advertising ploy. But if you wanted to relate to real Americans, you would have to show us real Americans. Real Americans don't walk around in Dolce and Gabbana and all these designer suits. Okay, that's not true. It's not true. Now, with the Obamas, that is believable. It is believable to see a strong black family who has overcame and surpassed adversity and you know, struggle, everyday struggle, and can afford these nice things. All those clothes were the Obamas. They were not property of the DNC. They were the Obamas. And that is believable. Okay? But for you to pick Sarah Palin out of the woodworks and then bam, she pops on the scene with Dolce & Gabbana, no. It doesn't work like that. I'm not going to believe that. Another thing she spoke about on Oprah, the Katie Couric interview. And now that I hear what Sarah Palin says, I absolutely agree with her. And I actually thought of it. I started thinking that way right before she said it. When Katie Couric asked her, what newspapers or magazines have you read? And Sarah Palin's response was, all of them that come across my desk over the years, you know. And Katie Couric then followed up with, well, can you name one specifically? I no longer respect Katie Couric as an interviewer. One, because you're degrading Sarah Palin, and it was apparent in your tone and the question that you did not respect her. One, as a human, as a woman, and as the vice presidential candidate. You did not respect her. For the simple fact that you asked her, well, bitch, do you read? That's rude. And Sarah Palin's response was exactly what it should have been. Bitch, I'm not going to dignify your question. Just know that I do read. And that's all you need to know. So Sarah Palin, I applaud you on that. Because I would get annoyed as well if some little skinny white bitch who's showing her asshole to the whole world wanted to walk up on me and ask me, do I read? Bitch, do you read? And the last thing I'm going to talk about, maybe not. Actually, you know, I'm going to take you over to part 2 of this video. So, I'll see you over. Maverick.